So I went out to Marina today, right after I did that episode of Smoking Nerf News, and I found a really nice place to smoke, just like right here, right at the edge of the marina. Oh, it's just really nice. And decided I'm going to shoot another episode of Smoking Nerf News. Why not? So episode 18. Wow. I didn't think it'd ever get that far, you know? Why is my lighter not lighting? Oh, it is. It's just invisible flame. Haha. And it's light outside, of course. But at any rate, Smoking Nerf News. So what's up? What is up in Chris's life in Nerf? Well, let's see. So out of my own goodwill, I am like product designer, product engineer for Jet. And what I do for Jet and for the people is I do a lot of customer service. I do this pretty much out of the goodness of my heart, but also because I'm just very knowledgeable in Nerf, of course. And I want to tell you a few things about the do's and don'ts of the Alpha Kit. Okay, out of personal, first-hand experience. Okay, independent of Jet Blasters, independent of everybody. All right. Let's go over the do's. Do use the proper O-rings. Do the O-rings as I did in the video. Do, when you put the plunger head on the plunger rod, do hold it by the plunger head, not the plunger rod, because you will snap it, okay? Do make sure you're using a right spring that has the correct spacing. Do, if you want proper power, use a new aftermarket spring instead of some worn-out thing that's set. Do make sure that your barrel crown is beveled on the inside, or at least flat, so that the dart goes in. If you feel anything on the inside of it at all, any snags, anything, hit it with a knife and get rid of it. It's aluminum, it's not that hard. Do use the proper catch spring. I know that between the Zeus and the Alpha Kit, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4 catch springs. If you talk about the little dinky long shot spring, which I don't see anybody confusing as a proper catch spring, but it was useful if you want to put like stock long shot internals in there. Okay, it's the one that's 9.5 millimeters on Zeus, and it's the longest one for a long shot. Okay, do stick to the recommended spring yield of 14 kilograms to 16 kilograms. And of course, I'm talking 16 kilograms max. Okay. I'm talking about like the Turf Springs 16, which is really more like 20. Okay. Do if you go with a lower spring load, you can do that. That's good. You don't have to go 14 if you don't want. But again, do make sure that you don't have too many coils, that it does not exceed 1.125 inches. Let's see. Do use lithium grease or silicone grease. And that silicone grease and lithium grease does not have petroleum distillates in it. Because if it does, it will wreck your O-rings. Do not use petroleum jelly. Do not use WD-40. Now let me give you the don'ts. Don't roughhouse the kit, okay? You tighten the plunger cup and the plunger. Just tighten it, hand tighten it. It doesn't have to be a wrench. Same thing with the barrel and the dart gate. Don't force it, okay? The kit, you know, I know that it's a drop-in kit, but it's still expected that some gentle care is made when you're putting in the kit, okay? Don't mishandle the kit. Don't go outside of the instructions. If you are a really good modder and you want to try something new, then do it, but not everybody is. And you know, I mean, seriously, you know, the kit is about as good as it's going to get. Anybody who's tried to make a different seal, anything like that, it's failed. It doesn't work. If you do things like put one kit together with another kit, that's all on your own. That's on your own, okay? You're doing that on your own. Don't bitch at me or anybody else if it doesn't work, okay? Please do not like overstress the parts, like put 26 kilograms on a bolt so that I just said 14 kilograms 16 max, and then go online and bitch about it. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that because it's like, well, we told you, you know. It is a new company. We are working on it. We are working on an instruction set. We're trying to get as much information out to you as possible. I'm always here for PMs. I'm always here. You can always talk to me. I mean, if I'm busy or something, walking around at work, okay, maybe I won't answer you within like 5 minutes, but I will answer you. I answer people. It's very rare that you would see a company where you actually have access to the product engineer who worked on it. Okay, that's me. All right. Do I think that the kit is a replacement of a metal kit? No. Do I think the kit is really outstanding for the efficiency and the power usage you can use? Yes. Is it made to for some guy who wants to run like 30 kilograms? No. Can it accommodate really high spring loads up to, I would say, 25 kilograms? Yes. With the exception of the bolt sled. If you want to go any higher, get a metal bolt sled. You know, we encourage you to customize with whatever you want, do whatever you want with the kit, okay? But it's on you, okay? As soon as you go outside the recommendations, you go outside the kit specs, it's on you, all right? I see a lot of specifications and things different on the Zeus and the Longshot, on a lot of things, a lot of different kits. They have different specifications, magazines even. It's not as unified as I'd like. I'm hoping within a few years, me working with Jet, that we'll start centralizing the qualifications. I hope it stays standard for a Katana mag, for example. Katana mag stays the same length, width, depth, you know, trapezoidal angle, all that, okay? That would be bitchin'. That would be bitchin'. I really wish that Nerf Hasbro had stayed with the standards. If you pick up, for example, a Retaliator and a Longshot, you'll notice the mag well is completely different. You'll notice the magazine spacing is different. You'll notice that the breech spacing is different. Very hard to design kits around these kind of variables, especially when you have stuff that one person made this Longshot kit and it's this specification, and another person made this Longshot kit and it's that specification. And when you're trying to do work in kits and you're working with a company that's trying to be inclusive of everybody, it becomes very, very hard to stay within those specifications and to make everybody happy. Not everybody's going to be happy. I mean, even like the full up, you know, artifact mags, all the way up, okay, and the worker mags, same thing, which are all the way up to the front. The finger will slip past it because it's all the way in the front. Well, we can't help you there. Every kit is made for the darts to land in a certain place.